Hey everyone, we now have Playwright Agents, the next step in MCP evolution. Agents can generate a test plan, then generate tests based on that plan, and if those tests don't pass, a healer agent can debug and fix them. Let's dive in and take a look. To get started, run npx playwright init-agents --loop equals and choose the loop you want. I'm using VS Code, but you could also use Claude or OpenCode. This will generate the agents for you along with a seed file. The seed file is used to seed your test and will be copied into your tests by the agent. You can leave it blank, but if you have fixtures or setup tests that need to run before the test, this is where you add them. In my Movies app, I have a fixture that creates a page with a list of movies. I want this to be the starting point for my tests. I've already created it, so I'll paste it in here. You can see I'm importing the list test from my helpers and setting the page to the list page fixture. Let's run this to check if it works. I'll run my setup test first to log into the site and click Show Browser to see the test in action and make sure the agent can access the movie list page. It logged in, created a list, and added 3 movies with images. Perfect. My seed test passes. Let's uncheck Show Browser and Setup as we are using storage state. So next time we run our tests, it will already run from a logged in state. Now we can commit those changes and start working with our agent. The first agent we'll use is the Playwright Planner Agent. We want to create a test plan for our movies list. Let's ask it to generate a plan for managing the movies list and save it as Movies List Plan in the specs folder. You can see I have the seed file open, so it's been added to the context, meaning the agent can access it. I've sped this part of the video up, but you can see the Playwright Planner Agent navigates to the site, logs in, creates the list page with 3 movies, and then continues to explore the website, analyze the Managing Lists feature, and generates a test plan. Here it is. The test plan looks amazing, and with a lot of scenarios that could be tested. I could generate everything in it, but let's just pick one section, adding movies to a list, and generate tests for that. First, let's commit the plan, then open chat mode and select the Playwright Generator Agent. We'll start a new chat for a clean context, and you can see the movies list plan has been added to the chat context. Now let's ask our Playwright Generator Agent to generate tests from the test plan for the section we selected earlier. I've sped this part up again, but you can see how it's navigating to the site and running through each of the scenarios from the plan, checking through the logs before it generates any test files. And here we go, 3 test files. Amazing. Looking at them, you can see on the first line of the test that the page equals the list page. That means my fixture from the seed file was correctly used when generating each of the tests. They look great. Let's commit them and then run them. It looks like a couple of tests passed, but one is timing out. The error says the locator click target page context or browser has been closed. We could debug manually or debug with AI, but instead, let's use the Playwright Healer Agent. We can start a new chat, choose the Playwright Healer Agent, and ask it to fix the failing test. I've sped this part up too. The Playwright Healer Agent ran the test in debug mode, checked the console logs and network responses, and noticed the test was looking for a movie called Inception, which didn't exist in the API. It confirmed the API was working and returning movies, but since Inception wasn't one of them, it selected a different movie that did exist. Impressive. The debugging has finished and the test is now working. Looking at the Git diff, you can see Inception was replaced with a search for Inside, and it verified the movie Inside Out 2 was visible. Looks great. let's run the test ourselves to verify. And it works. The Playwright Healer Agent has done its job and fixed the test. Now we can run all our tests just to be sure, and they all pass. This is pretty amazing. We can commit these changes and continue generating more tests from the plan. And that's it. That's Playwright Agents. Playwright Planner, Playwright Generator, and Playwright Healer. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to start using Playwright Agents, update Playwright to the latest version by running npm install-d at playwright/test@latest. And then run the agents command with your chosen loop. npx playwright init-agents-loop equals VS Code, Claude, or OpenCode. Happy testing with AI and Playwright Agents!